Let's say you had to think of an adjective to describe game night. You probably could, but what if your only choices were tall, sticky, and aerial? Now what would you do? This is the dilemma facing Nikki, James, Lincoln, and myself, Dave, as we play Platypus, a game for 3 to 8 players, published by Matagot and designed by Phil Walker Harding. So come join us and see if we can figure stuff out.
Hey, Dave.
Good day, Lincoln.
Uh-oh.
That's pretty good. Will you teach us platypus?
I will.
That's all we're going to get?
Yeah. That's as close as I can get without sounding stupid. Platypus is a cooperative game in which we are trying to, it's going to be in 4 rounds, and each round there's going to be a new platypus that we're trying to determine which of these 8 nouns is our platypus. All right? The game, each round basically works the same. The oldest player gets the explorer token, that's me. Okay. And in a 4-player game, I'm going to be the explorer, and the player to my left, Nikki, is also going to be an explorer.
Oh.
So what we're going to do is we're going to shuffle these 8 cards. We're going to, basically, I'm not doing this yet, but we're going to shuffle these 8 cards and we're going to show you guys one of them.
Okay.
This is the platypus for this round, whatever in this in case 3. So in this case, the platypus for this round would be heavy metal. But for purposes of sample, I've pulled one over here. So let's say the platypus is punching bag. All right? The player to the left of Nikki starts. So Lincoln, you're going to start. We all have 8 adjective cards that I have dealt you. And on your turn, you are going to take one of your adjective cards and play it to the board. You are trying to find a card that describes the platypus. So if the platypus were heavy metal, or in this case, punching bag, let's say Lincoln's cards were dark, overestimated, poor, glorious, and curvy. So maybe the closest one you think to punching bag might be curvy. Or glorious, or poor. I don't know which one. So let's say you thought curvy was your best card. So you're going to play curvy to the board. All right? You guys basically, when you're playing cards, you are the guides. You are not saying anything. You're not communicating with each other. So Lincoln's going to play a card, and now Nikki and I are going to figure out, okay, which one do you think that applies to? And we are required to turn one of these cards face down. We're trying to eliminate cards we think are not the platypus.
Right.
Okay.
So we might go curvy, I don't know, poison is not curvy. So we might turn that over. If we want, we can turn a second card over. That is optional. We must do 1, but we can do 2.
Okay.
Once we do that, we then check with you guys. Are we still alive? If the answer is yes, then James, it'll be your turn to play a card. Dangerous, oh, that's punching bag all over the thing. I like that. So then we'd have to figure out what's dangerous, what's not dangerous. And then it would go back to Lincoln, and it would just keep going back to James.
Just trying to stay alive.
Correct. Now, if at any point you think, oof, these are the worst, I don't have any cards to play that would help, you can pass. But then the next guide must play a card.
Okay.
So if your cards are terrible, you can pass, but James must play a card. He's not allowed to pass. To make things harder, I have dealt you 8 cards. You do not draw new adjective cards till you go down to 3.
Oh, wow.
And then you draw back up to 4. So the most you'll ever have once you get down to 4 is 4.
Okay.
The game basically gets harder as it goes along.
Okay.
So if the explorers correctly eliminate all but the correct card, then that ends the round, and that card is moved face up off to the side to be scored. And if the explorers accidentally flip over the noun, then that card is moved aside face down. Regardless of whether it's successful or not, we'll put a new noun. We have 3 noun cards here because it's a 4-round game. We'll put a new one to replace. The other ones will stay. This will pass one. Now you and I are the guides, and Nikki and Lincoln are guessing.
Okay.
All right? And we'll do that 4 times. And at the end of the 4th round, we'll score 0 through 4 points.
Okay. Wow.
It's pretty simple in that regard.
Gamegenic, ingenious supplies.
So we don't need these. And I'm going to shuffle these up. You can take... I can take that back. You have your 8, right?
Yep.
Okay. So for our purposes, the platypus is... And by the way, I didn't... When you play your thing, you are supposed to, in theory by the rules, say the platypus is curvy, or the platypus is blah, blah, blah.
We'll see if we can keep that up. Okay.
That's
So
our
we
goal.
shouldn't directly look at that numbers because you can see our eyes.
I didn't. That's all right.
This is not spy.
Spyfall.
Spyfall, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Where that was the worst thing. Like, oh my gosh, everybody's always looking. Okay, it's over there.
All right, so
Okay.
you are the first guide. And for those watching at home, I believe you're probably supposed to put the cards like this
Right.
against the thing, but we're doing it for
Okay, well-
camera prettiness. Put it in here, put it over here. Okay, dramatic. The platypus is dramatic.
Oh, I didn't
Nikki.
say that.
It's all right.
Right off the bat.
Is. Okay.
So we want things that aren't dramatic. Well, sponge to me is not dramatic. How do you think? What do you feel about that?
Sponge.
You think it's not dramatic?
It is not.
Okay, you want to just do that one right now and figure out if we want to do a second one?
Yes.
All right, we're going to flip that one over. And then what do you think? Do you turn it face down?
Okay.
I kind of think pathway is also not dramatic.
Yeah, I was thinking, but it could lead to something dramatic.
Beyond that evil.
And beyond
It's
that
a twisting,
evil.
curving path.
It is.
It could, but I think the more we get rid of 2, the better off we are if we can do it.
And yeah, because you don't have
Sure.
to use as many cards,
Right.
which is a
Pathway.
challenge.
All right, we're going to turn pathway over. All right, are we still alive?
You sure are.
All right. All right, James.
The platypus is evil.
Ooh.
Evil.
Evil.
Well,
Okay.
Captain Hook is evil.
Yep.
Poison is evil. Heavy metal can be evil.
Yep. Ghost can be evil.
A machine can be evil too.
Maybe that didn't
I feel that that's a good one.
No,
Like,
lawnmower's not evil.
it's a target.
I don't think
unless it's
he'd-
the lawnmower man.
I don't think
In
he
a
would put
horror
evil.
movie.
I don't think he would put. Well, anything can be evil in a horror movie. I like lawnmower. I like lawnmower as a flip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to do a second one?
No, because everything else can be evil to me.
I kind of. Here's the deal. We don't have to flip it, but I kind of feel like we could flip Time Machine. I think evil
Do we
is.
score better by flipping
Nope.
faster?
Nope. But you. But
we
you
use less
You
cards.
keep more adjectives in your
Yeah,
hand.
I see.
Dave, if you want to do
No.
it, you
If
do it.
you're with me on this. If you're uncomfortable, we can keep it. You want to keep it?
I would like to keep
All right.
it.
Are we still alive?
Yes.
All right, Lincoln.
Can I play the card I want to play just because of you guys not flipping a second card?
Sure.
was-
You're allowed to listen to what we say
I know.
and play
I was
off of it.
the
You're just
c-
not
the-
allowed to communicate
The card
with
was
each other.
disappointing, but
Womp, womp.
well, there you go. I'll go with this.
Neglected. Ooh. A ghost is well. You can't see a ghost, and it's a. That's to me is the closest thing to
Okay.
neglected. But I don't know. I still think we should flip Time Machine. We have to flip something. So
All
of
right.
these 5, what do you think?
All right.
All right, we're gonna flip Time Machine. Now, do you want to flip a second one? I mean, I guess heavy metal could be neglected. Could it be neglected though?
I don't know.
Poison? Is it the band Poison and it's heavy metal? Do you want to flip another one?
I don't know what to do. I mean, looking at the other nouns,
Yeah.
like a ghost can be evil, you know?
Well,
and it
right
can be dramatic.
Look at all
of these four, right now I feel like these 3 to me are ghost. I don't know. I don't feel like. I mean, maybe Captain Hook could be neglected. I just don't know. Neglected is a good thing. Remember, they're stuck with cards that they have in their hand as well, right?
I guess, you know, as far as ghost being ignored, like you said, is good for neglect.
That's the closest to this. I mean, I could be stretching it. All
I
right,
don't
we're gonna stop. Are we still alive?
Yep.
All right.
Are we allowed to talk at all?
No. Boo.
Okay, so
You're
no teamwork. I
You're
thought
only
this was a
allowed to.
cooperative
You're only allowed to
game.
hear what we say, and build off of that, assuming we give you anything to build off.
So
of.
my option though is I can pass, and then Lincoln has to play another card.
If you pass, Lincoln is required to play.
This might just be good drama for TV.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
understand.
pass.
Okay.
Disgusting. Ooh, I like it.
I should move this in.
Well, we can play them like this too, right? Here. All right, Nikki P.
Yeah.
What do you think is disgusting? Gosh, now it might be heavy metal. I really don't know. Although Slimer is disgusting. I mean, I just don't know. We have to flip something.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think these point to of these four? You can talk yourself into a case for any of them. That's the problem.
I know.
So, what does your gut say?
Well, you've been itching to get rid of the ghost, so let's
No, I've been itching to keep the ghost.
keep the ghost. Okay.
But now I don't know. Now that disgusting. These three to me felt like ghost. Again, they're trapped with whatever cards they have in their hand. That's part of the
I
problem.
know.
Do you think it's heavy metal? Is heavy metal disgusting? It can be.
I can tell you that things only get worse from here if James has passed.
I know. Well, maybe if we can eliminate a card or two, that might make James' hand better.
You guys have named every single card
Of course.
as being one of them.
Of course.
So it won't get
trying
any.
to know how that-
It won't get any better.
You know how that's okay. So let's come on.
If,
We gotta,
if I
in
talk
trouble.
at this point, I'm only
we're not in
gonna
trouble. We gotta just flip something.
lead the witness.
All right.
Just
Here's the deal.
do-
We're gonna flip two cards.
Okay.
You're gonna pick one. I'm gonna pick one. So which one do you want to do?
Well, just get rid of heavy metal.
All right. We're gonna flip heavy metal. And I'm gonna flip. Oh, this is so hard. I'm gonna flip poison.
Yeah.
All right, we still alive?
Yes, you are.
Yay.
Good luck.
Well, James might have a card. All he has to do is differentiate between these two now.
Come on, the perfect card's got to be in your hand.
They're really that bad?
I can't ask my teammate if he's got a good card for this situation.
Nope. Well, you shouldn't go back to him. Oh, look at that. Maybe he has a card.
All right, this again, it'll just make for good TV.
Okay.
Illegal. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. That is terrible.
You're welcome.
All right, Nikki.
This is it. What it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think the platypus is going to be ghost.
Okay.
So I think that we should get rid of Captain.
Done.
Wah, wah.
Oh!
Illegal? What is a ghost illegal? Pirates are illegal.
Pirates are illegal.
Yes.
Pirates are illegal.
I was thinking of Ghostbusters with the.
No. So the problem when there was 4 cards up
Yeah.
is I have a lot of things.
Well, don't tell us.
No, I'm saying that
Yeah.
all of my cards kind of would have still apply to all 4.
We should have done that.
What I was hoping was going to happen is that Ghost and Captain Hook got separated because I had things in there that would differentiate much better.
The rest,
Well,
okay.
you know what?
But then when you flip those two over, I was like, all right.
That's
well,
not a bad clue for these two. I think we let you down.
No.
Because the problem was this: you made such a big deal about your cards being bad. I didn't take this clue seriously, and I
Sure.
But if you had just played
you said it perfectly earlier in our lead up, right? Was
Yep.
he probably doesn't have cards that can help with these specific 4, and I was like,
Right.
Again, can't lead the witness and be like, yes.
No, I let you down
No,
because
no,
if I had truly taken this card seriously, you're not wrong, Lincoln. Between these two,
Yeah, ghosts are not
ghosts
illegal.
are not technically illegal.
They aren't.
That was
I
a
mean,
good thing.
there's nothing
Okay,
you can do about 'em.
flip these over. Flip all these nouns back over.
Yep.
We add a new noun to 6. Car salesperson.
Yeah, I had to hope when I passed that Lincoln had something that could help get you guys
Well, he
closer.
might have.
Because otherwise, anything I played was only going to
Well,
confuse you further.
Illegal was
Okay.
great. I thought, oh, this is it. They're going to get it.
We blew it. Okay, this goes to Nikki. And
But I
now
couldn't play
To me, that
illegal.
was a fantastic card.
But
Yeah,
I
it
couldn't play
was.
one
Yeah,
poison
yeah.
out there. 'cause
Exactly.
That you would have thought, oh, it's definitely poison, and I
Right.
couldn't do it then. So
Yep.
Yep.
Nope. It was good. All right, James, you and me. This is our number. Okay. And we'll, I guess we can't really show it to anybody.
And I don't get any new cards. I have to still deal with this.
Correct.
Okay, great.
And you have to go first.
Oh, perfect.
I mean, you could show it if you wanted to.
Okay, here.
Just don't look, Nikki P.
Okay.
Don't look.
Show everybody at home.
Close your eyes. Okay. Card shown. Yep.
Dave's got a full hand of cards, though, which is
Yep.
good.
You can pass if you feel like it.
Pass.
You're passing? All right. The platypus is soothing.
Well,
Is
Have
time
you-
machine soothing? No.
No.
Right? Okay.
we can go for 2.
Yes,
and I
we're
would
going
definitely
to.
say
And poison is not soothing.
no. Neither is heavy metal,
We can only do 2.
Can only do
nor is
2.
a lawnmower.
Are we in there?
You're still in.
All right. I'm going for 2 if I can do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a really fun game if I just sit here and pass every time today, right?
You can, I guess.
The platypus is dangerous.
Wow. Soothing and dangerous. Mr. Jumping on. Well, here. Well, metal's not soothing. I mean,
It is
again, it is
not
based on
soothing.
his card. Well, let's go for this one.
Okay.
Have to do 1. But what else is well, lawnmower maybe. If you're mowing the lawn, that's nice and soothing. It's dangerous because you could get chopped up by it.
Yep.
Ghost. Do you want to try to go for ghost? I don't think ghost is soothing.
No, they're not soothing.
Okay.
And they could be dangerous.
Are we in it?
You're still alive.
Hooray!
The platypus is generous.
Wow.
Wow. So it's car salesman.
No. Are they soothing?
No.
I mean, maybe some people.
But they're like, let me make you a deal.
Yeah.
Let me make you a deal.
Okay, so is a sponge generous?
With water.
I mean, it could be soothing, like in the
It is
water.
Water,
Yeah.
soothing.
Okay, well, should we get rid of lawnmower?
I think so.
Okay, well, we got to do 1. Go ahead and flip that one. Are we still in?
Do you want to do a second one?
Soothing, dangerous, generous. I mean, car salesmen are dangerous,
Yeah, they are.
potentially soothing. I think sponges, though, like I just think of the undersea sponges. Let's just do those.
You are still alive.
Dave,
Are you passing?
I've got to pass you, Dave.
Okay.
Ah.
The platypus is memorable.
Well, a sponge certainly isn't memorable.
Okay, I'm with you on it. We in it still?
You are still alive.
Okay.
James? Do you have a card that differentiates pathway from car salesperson? Why don't you just play illegal again?
Yeah, we're going to try something.
Okay.
Platypus is acidic.
Okay, I think the car salesman is what's left. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's just do it. We in it?
Yes, that's
Yay!
correct. It was the same number from before.
Yeah.
That's what I was suspicious
Nice,
of. there.
James. That
That
worked
was
out
game.
great. How many cards do you have? Do you have?
That's still.
Yep.
I have 4, unfortunately.
Okay. Nicely done, you guys. Hey, the new card filling in for 6 is Wonder Woman.
Blunder Woman?
This moves to here.
So we don't need my cards right now.
Nope.
Thankfully.
Now Nikki and I.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Let's see if I can work 6 back up to the top.
So we're only doing 4, so I'm actually done doing cards then, right?
Correct. Nikki.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
That's us.
You want to show the camera well?
I can just show it like this. Here we go. Okay. This is going to be interesting.
It'd be
Sure
ugly.
is.
You used all your good cards last round.
Well,
I drained your hand.
part of the problem is we went to the same slot
Right.
last time, so we didn't get rid of some of these. I mean, you are always going to have some of them. I think that's actually kind of cool, but here we go. Okay. What do we got here?
I just like that y'all kept skipping over Sponge and Dangerous
It's
was out there.
soothing.
But it's dangerous. But there was Dangerous. I was like, how many dangerous sponges?
But is a
do you
car
know?
salesman dangerous? I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
they make you in. They work you into bad deals.
The
Yeah, that's true.
platypus is lean.
Lean. What are the chances that it's the 6th slot
Wonder
again?
Woman?
Pathway could be lean. Heavy metal doesn't feel like a lean thing. I don't think sponge applies to being lean. Has nothing to do with a time machine.
Well, do you want to go for time machine and sponge? Maybe I don't know. What do you want to do?
Well, unless he's thinking like some of those sponges, they're like the way they're cut. Maybe they're long and rectangular. I feel good. There's no reason for it to be time machine. And I don't know about you, but I don't think about anything lean when it comes to heavy metal.
Okay, I mean, but those usually guys, those
Here we
skinny
go.
guys.
Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Are we still alive?
You're still alive.
Yes.
All right. Well, at least we got rid of heavy metal.
All right, Nikki.
Yes, the platypus is pale.
Oh man, it's gonna be Wonder Woman again. This is gonna, oh, it could be Ghost. Because they're the white sheet, tall, skinny. I don't know.
Lawnmower.
Oh, it could be a long. Yeah, lawnmower. I think we could destroy.
Do that one. Let's see if we can do a second.
I think we can. Poison.
Lean and pale.
Oh, if you're poisoned, you're.
I mean,
you're,
ghosts are,
wait.
Ghosts as lean as they can get, right?
Yeah,
There's
but
no weight.
if you're poisoned though, you could lean out and you would get pale.
Yeah.
And you look at me. I feel good. It's not sponge.
Okay, go for it.
You are still alive.
Yes.
Okay, good.
All right, I'm going to play a card and get to draw my first new adjective card in the game.
All right.
The platypus is clumsy.
Okay, it's
I'll
not Wonder
take
Woman.
No, Wonder
that.
Woman is pretty.
Pretty agile. So we can probably
Get rid of poison or get rid of Wonder
and
Woman.
a pathway can't be clumsy, right? That
I
doesn't
mean,
make
I
any
could
sense.
if I'm walking down it. There's a good chance I could be tripping.
But lean, pale, clumsy. That doesn't seem like.
Okay.
I feel good here, yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? Let's be risky for the biscuit.
Okay.
Risk it for the biscuit.
You're still alive.
Yes!
All right, Nikki.
It's Ghost. It's got to be right.
And
I don't know. Boy, I
the
could see
platypus is passive.
Poison. Come on.
You want to turn down poison?
I feel I mean, I think if you're thinking of Ghostbusters, I don't know. Dave might not have been thinking of Ghostbusters. Nikki was
I would think though, if you were poisoned, you would also be like
clumsy.
right. You're falling around. You go pale.
You're not passive though.
But
I guess you are.
In the way you apply it though, could it be like a passive poison?
Yeah.
Okay, but let's
Well,
walk
you
through
won't be necessarily taking poison unless you're drinking something.
That's true.
Choosing your poison.
But are ghosts passive? I guess they could be.
They don't
right?
really do anything, right, necessarily, except if they're clumsy like Slimer. I don't know.
I feel like
We're going to keep talking about Slimer as long as Ghost is in the game.
like
Maybe we should just leave it at Ghost just to get it out of the game.
right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I don't think it would go out of the game if it's.
Or it would go face
If
down.
the answer is poison, then poison would still go out of the game.
Oh.
I think the card that's the target card is the card that's removed one way or the other. If it's poison.
Is that what we did in our miss earlier?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Okay.
What do you want to do?
Lean's the one that's messing with me.
Well, I mean,
That was the first
nothing
option.
gets leaner than a ghost, right? They have no weight.
Nothing gets leaner than somebody who's been poisoned for a long time.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
They lose their
I don't-
health.
Yeah, that's true. Again, it's what you have in their hand, right?
We should probably rock, paper, scissors to see which one we turn out.
It's up to you. I don't really want to compete for it to choose, but
My gut says it's poison. You think it's ghost.
yeah, I mean, I don't.
We need a third vote here.
I know.
The Federation can't come to a consensus.
We're doing it.
Do it.
Okay.
Yay!
Way not to listen to James. That's just good advice in
It's
general.
always fun when you're on in any of these games, just listening to the players talk themselves out of
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
The problem is it poison or is it someone who took poison?
Right.
Right?
Right.
It's, poison itself is neither of those things.
Right.
Correct.
All right, and the last noun is robot. And I can
Hey, we got rid of Ghost.
and I can
So
put
that
these
goes
down.
over here.
Yep.
Oops.
Here you go.
James.
Shuffle those up and draw one. And James and I will stop looking. We'll look away. You can hold it up to your
Look
camera.
away! Look away!
Gosh, I thought I was going to draw 6 again, and 7 was still really close. There are other numbers in there.
Y'all should have been worried right there. I was trying hard to talk Lincoln into poison there.
I know. I didn't want to go
I
for
had
it.
faith in Lincoln. I had faith in Lincoln.
Okay, Nikki, we got it, guys.
You got it?
All right.
I had sticky as one of my adjectives,
Oh.
but poison and ghost, I mean,
Yep.
poison's more
Yep.
sticky to ghost. Only unless you think of Slimer. Okay,
Who leads me?
no, Nikki.
Okay.
Don't worry, Dave. I'll try to talk you into bad stuff too.
That's fine. You were great. You were great up until the end. You were getting rid of. You were getting rid of the perfect stuff.
Okay, platypus is
Dirty.
Dirty.
Well, I think we can get rid of Wonder Woman for that, right?
Yeah, she doesn't seem dirty.
Okay. And then let's do a second one.
Does Time Machine have anything to do with being dirty?
I don't think so.
I wouldn't think that would so either. Sponge could definitely be dirty.
Yeah, it sure could.
Grungy, dirty.
Yep.
Pathway
Maybe
could be a
dirt path.
Dirt path. Lawnmower is definitely dirty.
Yep.
Poison is a dirty deed.
Done dirt cheap.
I would say get rid of Time Machine.
Yeah.
All right, are we still alive?
yes.
Sure.
Oh God, that delay for a second. I was like, wait, what? No.
And we're done right away. You guys, do you remember the famous dirty Time Machine story?
Modest.
Ooh, modest.
Modest.
Well, I like Sponge
Is
now.
Modest.
Well, that gets rid of heavy metal.
Heavy metal's got to go.
Flip it.
It
Let's
is
not even think
not
twice
modest.
about it. And I think Poison as well.
Well, and a robot's not very modest. Right?
You don't know. We don't know yet.
It seems
Robot C3PO.
extravagant.
C3PO was quite modest.
Okay, but Poison, I think you're right.
I agree.
Flip it.
All right, we still alive?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. All right, platypus is cheap.
It's Sponge. It's 100% Sponge.
Probably. Robots are cheap,
All right, done.
and lawnmowers aren't really
Done.
cheap.
It's just going to be Sponge.
You're still in it.
Yep. Inspiring. Oh, God.
Sponges are not inspiring.
Why did you know what? We blew it. We should have flipped Pathway last turn. We should have picked the most opposite thing of Sponge on the board to give them their best chance.
Sure.
But I still think it's Sponge.
An inspiring sponge? It's pathways don't cost anything. They could be dirty.
All right.
I think it's got to be here.
All right, you think Lincoln got us to the right thing at the end?
I think so.
Flip Sponge. Here we go.
Hooray!
We trusted Lincoln. Thank goodness we didn't flip Pathway.
Right?
It was not a bad. I did not give any bad clues, right?
You
I mean,
had
I
some
felt
good
they were all
cards,
good
too.
for this.
Yeah. Some of it is just having cards.
Yeah.
So let's
inspiring.
see.
Absolutely, a path is inspiring if you're walking
Nope.
along and
Absolutely.
thinking. And
That's a great card to have. Okay, so we got
very happy to have
3
that left.
right. Awesome. You're among the very best teams.
all right,
Aw.
There you go.
but not the very best.
No.
Not
need
the very,
4.
No, if we had 4, it'd be
'Cause if-
wonderful.
What was it? Was down to the last
If
2
one
cards,
day,
right? Yeah.
here's what you get if you 4. If one day Platypus becomes an event at the Olympic Games, sign up.
Okay.
Gamegenic. Ingenious supplies.
What do you think, Nick?
Oh, that was fun. I liked it. I like the illumination of it. It's a little bit of a different.
I do feel going
twist.
for 2 at a time though is
Yeah,
helpful for sure for giving
definitely.
clues.
For all kinds of reasons,
Yeah.
right?
Definitely.
Yeah. So I mean, do you feel like? I mean, because we see kind of games like this, but
Yeah.
this is not that game though. I mean, it is different. I feel like this kind of a thing where you're trying to narrow it down from a pool that keeps being basically the same pool
Right.
Yeah.
is really interesting and hard. You know.
Yes.
Because you have these cards. I mean, I never drew another card, and I only had what I had. And did I ever pass? I don't think I ever passed.
No.
I went for it every time. But I thought, I don't know. I thought illegal was such a good clue on that one.
Yeah,
Man,
we let you down.
We totally did.
We let you down.
This
You were-
game is. It comes down to exactly what me and Lincoln were doing, where it's like I think it's one thing, he thinks that's the whole. That's what this whole game is trying to create. Those
Yeah.
moments
Right.
of us going, we really can't decide. Let's
Yeah.
rock paper scissors, right? And then you guys are over there like just dying because you're like, oh come on.
What's really interesting is that you look at your initial hand, even when you have all 8, you look at your initial hand of cards and you think, man, these aren't good.
Right.
How am I going
Right.
to differentiate something? But then it was like, oh, like
Yeah.
soothing actually kind of worked for car salesperson, even
Right.
though you think of a car salesperson in the negative way. But compared to the other things on the board, like, okay, you actually said it.
Yep.
You were like, well, but a car salesman is trying to make a deal and
Yeah.
be happy with you. I mean, it might be fake soothing,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that part was neat. That the adjectives are not as bad as you think they are.
Right.
And also what you had in your hand, James, which was, it wasn't that you had a hand of bad cards, it's just you needed certain false positives to be eliminated.
Exactly.
That was also kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those games where it's easy to focus on the target. Okay, what am I trying to communicate to them that it is? But also, if I don't pay attention to the other words, I can get myself in trouble by leading them down the wrong path.
Well, I mean, that's with code names. You have that.
Right.
It's like this whole, and it's a big grid too. But is it 12 cards or 16? I can't even remember.
Code names?
Yeah.
25.
I mean, on
that's
it
right.
is
Yeah,
5
it's
oh my
5
gosh,
by
so that's
5
horrible.
grid.
At least this is more manageable. It's still terrible because you get down to the rough stuff. But yeah, I think the game's great. I mean, you were excited to play this. What do you think?
I liked it a lot. I think the real trick to games like this is playing it at the speed we played it at, right? Like, I think what you don't want is to over-agonize.
Oh my gosh, if you think about it too much,
whatever.
then you start to put too much doubt.
Yeah.
That's part of it, but it's also,
Outstays its welcome.
the people who have the adjectives just have to sit there while you do something, and you don't want them to sit for too long.
Right.
To a certain extent, it's just like, let's just flip stuff over. Now, I don't mind not doing 2 every turn if you're not sure.
Right.
So cuddly. Do you think that would have gone for anything?
I don't know.
A sponge. I don't know.
I had breakable, sticky, inflammable, and trustworthy. But trustworthy was the one I drew from the stack.
That would not be a car salesman.
Yeah, I just had to trust
Yeah.
back-to-back turns. I was like, he got a whole handful of cards.
Do we say that?
None of this
The
stuff
used
is
car
really
salesman.
going to...
Salesperson.
There's like 150 noun cards or something. There's a
Wow.
lot of I could be wrong, but there's a lot of noun cards. So
Good.
you could house rule it if you wanted to. You could wipe the board every time, and you could put 8 new nouns every time if you were just tired of seeing the same
I
one.
wonder if I'd like that better.
It's 150 nouns.
Yeah.
And 150 adjectives and 120 nouns.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of cards though.
Wow.
I mean, look at how many adjectives we're not using.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right?
I think I'd like it better with new nouns every round. And I don't really know why, but mainly because I guess maybe the adjectives would interact differently each time. I don't know.
On the other hand, there's something to be said for, how when you play Time's Up
Yeah.
and you get to round 3
Yep.
and all of a sudden, just for that game only, like putting 2 pinkies on your nose for some reason means like Mario Andretti.
Absolutely.
Right? This has that potential of like, well, because we never got Ghost earlier, but we talked about Ghost. Now we kind of know what the group thinks Ghost is.
Yeah.
And then when Ghost is a card we have to do, like, oh, these adjectives might work. Like, I could, if Poison weren't there, I might have played Sticky for Ghost, even though it's a weird adjective to play, if I didn't have anything better.
Right.
Rather than passing.
But Ghost was lean to me. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, they can't get any leaner than
I
a
was
Ghost.
happy with lean. I mean, it's not an on the money clue, but it's close.
Right.
And pale. And that
Well,
was
that's
fantastic.
That's the
It's
fun
great.
of this, though. So you're like, okay, well, what is...
What I love is sponge, sponge, sponge. Oh, wait. That was great.
Yep.
Well, Nikki started with dirty, right? Yeah, and then I put modest, which I guess it's kind of is sponge too.
Yeah.
But I think of paths aren't necessarily, they're not audacious. They're not,
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
It was great.
It was. I thought that was actually, and this is great too, cheap, right? Because you just
It's
take a path.
free,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. It's really
Generally
awesome. Yeah,
speaking.
generally speaking, unless it's through a zoo or something like that, or Disneyland.
So we played this game in koala mode.
Yeah.
There is dingo mode. If beating the game isn't enough for you, you basically just put out a stack of nouns. And this presupposes that you're too good for the game. And you just keep playing till you lose.
Oh.
So as long as you keep guessing correctly, you just keep going. And the trick is just to see how deep you can get, basically.
Neat.
Interesting.
It definitely seems like it'd be challenging. Now, that means that you're going to run out of cards. You're going to be drawing maximum up to 4 a lot.
You'll finally cycle through your adjectives, which might be fun. Although, that's the other thing that I sort of liked. I like the idea that the game starts at its easiest level where you have the widest range of stuff and then narrows down, right?
Yeah.
Which is
But not completely tight because there's always a person with the fresh cards that haven't
Or more cards at least,
haven't
Right.
played yet.
right. Yeah, in the Sydney mode, 3 players are guides, right? And 6 are guessing, but you don't deal adjectives. You only deal adjectives to the guides,
Okay.
right? Because like we experienced this game, once you're a guide twice, especially in a 9-player game, you're done.
Right.
Because I actually think it's still 4 rounds, maybe? Is that possible? Or maybe it's fewer, more, I don't know. In any case, you only deal adjectives to the guides, so, especially in a 4-player game. Now, in a 3-player game, you still play 4 rounds, and there's only one explorer.
Okay.
So there are 2 guides still, but only one person flipping cards. So there's no debate over like, what do you think it is? That person's just going to go, well, okay, I'm getting rid of these. So there's always 2 people giving clues, so that one can pass to the other. But with only one person guessing, and with 3 players in a 4-round game, you'll come back around again.
I feel like the magic is in the discussion. So
I
if there's no one to
100% agree.
discuss, I don't even know if I'd play this at 3 players. I think it's 4 up for me.
I didn't look. There's rules for like a 9-player game. I have
Wow,
no idea.
that
This
sounds
is
like
crazy.
That sounds like chaos, and
Yeah.
I'm all
Could be
about
fun.
that.
Okay.
So in Dingo mode, we would have been embarrassed because Captain Hook would have put us out before we even got
we
one.
did. Well, Dingo mode, they say, is if you're tired of beating the game,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
here's something you can try doing. And by the way, we should have. Again,
No, I just thought it was funny.
it was a fine clue, and we let you down.
It'll always stain us.
Yep. Well, cool. Thanks for teaching us, Dave.
You're welcome, Lincoln.
And thanks to you for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and consider subscribing to our channel. If you click on the bell, you get notified when we put up new videos. See you next time.